Yeah, there definitely is an awareness of it, and there is awareness being generated by it. Uh, if you look back at hip hop and the way it started, it's always been a cultural thing as well, and cultural awareness, black consciousness, and so forth, stuff like the Zulu nation. So it is just natural that we, who are the descendants of the Khoikhoi and the Bushman people, veered towards that as a matter of understanding ourselves better, because one of the key things within hip hop is self-knowledge. Yeah, I know a couple of people like Namaham. We've known each other for a couple of years. Also, Bradlocks. We've done like a workshop together already in George. He's into teaching the people the language. I'm also still learning the language. There's also a guy in George, Neil Carlson, whose Bushman name is Decoy, Danny. Where Danny stands for the honey gatherer or the honey farmer. You know what I'm saying? He's been at it much longer than anybody I've met before. He's a poet, he's traveled throughout the country, he's done consciousness. They've also did 2 walks, one from George to the Parliament. They hand out down a memorandum for Parliament, raising the consciousness of the Khoikhoi and the San people. Because our plight has been unheard, and in certain circles in the country people say that we are extinct, we don't exist anymore. But our understanding of our history and our cultural heritage is different. So yeah, like I said, it's only natural that a lot of artists will then move into that direction. I've got a friend who's a sculptor. All his sculpting work revolves around that. Painters, they paint the stuff around that. But it is also because we started learning more about our heritage. And then we started comprehending and understanding our mannerisms and the way and why we do things. Yeah, there's plenty of reading material in libraries, on the internet. The internet hasn't been updated enough, but in all the archives, at all the universities in this country, there's plenty of history. Some of this stuff is not in circulation. A lot of the stuff that's in the archives is not in circulation. So you'll get a better understanding of things if you get access to archives. You know what I'm saying? Even the libraries, they have archives of books that has been taken off the racks. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, they can start with the internet. And everybody that updates the internet with the internet, they always put down their references. And you start from that point, because I started, the first book I read had a lot of references. Then I used that reference and started looking for those books. Up until now, when I go into second-hand bookshops, and I look around for books that has been referenced in previous books that I've read. You know what I'm saying? And that is how I expanded it. But then also because I tour a lot and I go to a lot of people, I also hear it from grandparents and grandpas and so forth, stories that they remember and recall, and practices they remember and recall, or little things they still do, but people are not aware that it's actually a Khoikhoi practice or a San practice. Yeah, but it's going to be like a journey. You know what I'm saying? You won't be able to pick it up. I'm going to do a 1-month course on the Khoikhoi history of Bushman history. You know what I'm saying? You must really have a need to want to satisfy when it comes to our history. Because it is, in a lot of circles, it's not relevant, so it won't be part of mainstream media. You understand what I'm saying? It won't be very accessible because it's not supposed to be part of the circulation. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a little bit of dedication towards wanting to know more that is going to help you. So the sources are so varied. currently, we have launched a project. Now, our grandparents, there's a couple of us, were sent to the Second World War, and they were told that they were going to get a piece of land when they get back. But all they got was a bicycle and a coat. You know what I'm saying? So now we're working on a project to rectify that.
To get the land.
To get the land, because our people were promised it. And I mean, going to war for a bicycle and it just doesn't seem fair. You know what I'm saying? Considering we had the Truth Commission to right the wrongs of the past, that is something that needs to be rectified. We are busy gathering information. Currently we are interviewing people that can tell us stories about what they experience. We have spoken to one person thus far that has been in that war. You know what I'm saying? He's 95 years old, obviously. Then there's people whose their father went to the war and they can remember everything. The change in their father when he came back. You know what I'm saying? The heart broke when he got a bicycle and he so much wanted land for his family and stuff like that. And a lot of these people are still haunted by that because, I mean, the one guy I met, he's a famous actor, South African actor. His father lost his mind. So yeah, it is something that needs to be rectified because obviously stuff like that also had an effect on our psyche and our growing and maturing as people. We're doing it from George, and yeah, right now, in 2 to 3 weeks from now, I'll be going down to the and I'll be meeting people there that has been actively working on it. They're like 15 years or so, my peers, and they've been actively gathering all the information for a long time. They like have photos, they have paperwork, they have medals, and everything with regards to this. So yeah, we are still trying to piece everything together. There is no specific spot where hip hop comes together in Georgia. It's varied spots, and yeah, they can make contact with me if they do want to get involved with hip hop. We can only, however, give them guidance and support. We can't make them superstars.
How do they get hold of you?
Hakkiesdraad Hartman on Facebook. Hakkiesdraad Hartman at yahoo.com email. And yeah, they can Google.